Welcome to What's the Question? A nature-inspired reflection on everything about education. My name is Michel, and I'm happy to share a few thoughts with you today. Now, the question of the day is, how can we help the kids solve the crisis that we're facing with the environment right now? As we know, it's generating a lot of anxiety, stress, and even nervous breakdown. The number of kids suffering from depression is increasing and is starting at an ever younger age as well. Now, we know, as you can see behind me, that anybody who's been in nature, you know how good it feels to be in nature. You know how the benefits carry over many days after you left your hike and you left this wonderful waterfall behind. Now, how do we expect the kids to actually protect this if they don't know what it is? In less than 25 years, 2/3 of the world population will live in cities. That means an increasing likelihood that they will never have a chance to be in contact with nature. How can we expect them to want to protect what they don't even know? So I submit to you today that taking the kids to nature is the way forward to help them feel inspired about the need to protect nature. Now, as a school leader, I know I've been asked this question, I've asked myself, what justifies us investing in taking the kids to nature? What justifies the costs associated with this? And what are the real benefits if we compare to the time that will not be spent in a classroom learning academic knowledge? Well, there's an increasing body of research on this topic as well. Since the 70s already, a mindfulness or focused restoration theory, right, told us that actually when we are in nature, it's easier to develop mindfulness. It's easier to stay focused. Why? Because we reach the optimal mind state for learning, which is relaxed and alert. This is what nature does to us. If we want the kids to take this to the classroom, we can first have them taste it in nature, and then they can transfer. That's a transferable skill. Now, what else do we know about this? Well, Richard Louv, in his famous book in 2005, right, The Last Child in the Woods, and he coined the term nature deficit disorder. Now, this is a true thing. We are suffering from our lack of contact with nature. We are not helping the kids optimizing their own self-health when we don't take them to nature regularly. Now, the question is, how good is it? What does it do really? Well, if you've been in nature, you know already, right? It's good for self-confidence. It's good for your health. It's good physical and mental health. It's good for community as well, because you go in nature, you go with friends usually, as I'm doing today, and you benefit from a sense of community as well. It's good across the board. A meta-analysis of 92 research on the benefits of time in nature actually showed that 92 to 98% of the participants in those 92 researches, right, actually got loads of benefits from their time in nature. Not only that, we know from, well, this is a Japanese theory about, they call this forest bathing, right, which is basically what I did a few minutes ago when I dove in that pool behind me. They say that just breathing the air in the forest contributes to building our immune system. Why don't we give all this to the kids on a regular basis? What are we afraid of? Now people say, well, how much time in nature do we need? And it's true, this is an important question. And until recently, we didn't really know how much time was enough, how much time was actually needed to optimize the benefits of time in nature. Well, Exeter University team tackled this topic with no less than 20,000 participants. And they came up with a hard number, 120 minutes a week of time in nature is where we start really getting all the benefits that we can get from nature. Below that, we get some, but it's not optimum. We can get more, of course, but it is at that threshold that we start optimizing the benefits of time in nature. So I invite you to consider that today. What are you going to do with your kids? What are you going to do with your students in the weeks to come, in the months to come? If you're an education leader, how will that knowledge impact your decisions as to how much money is spent on outdoor adventure and how much time is dedicated to this precious learning opportunity that we can offer the kids? That's it for now. But as always, if you have any questions you'd like me to address, please feel free to drop me a line. Bye for now.